Joe in real life. It's below freezing here in Savannah, Georgia, which, if I'm totally honest with you, even at 5 in the morning is pretty rare here. I was down in my dungeon and I had left a full water bottle with the top off, and the top layer had been completely frozen, which, you know, evidence enough that it's below freezing, but also it was pretty refreshing. So that's it for good news. Try as I might, I couldn't get warm. I just couldn't get warm at all. Certainly a little run would have helped, but my heart wasn't in it, and my ankles disagreeable. Really, any kind of rigorous cardio just makes me feel like I'm in danger, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready to get there yet. But I went to an old standard workout. I got as warm as I could, and it's just a squat ladder. 10-pound jumps starting at the bar all the way to 185. And spoiler alert, but I did in fact make it. Although there was a moment about 2/3 of the way through where I began to question it. I'm trying a different stance, and I'm using a milk crate to gauge my depth, which is probably a little deeper than I need to go, but that's okay. I'm trying a wide stance because it hurts the ankle less. And yeah, man, my body was not an issue here. My body was doing what I asked it to. It was the cold. Inside each shoe, my toes felt like little ice cubes. I'm walking around my cul-de-sac right now as I do this voiceover, and like I'm fairly bundled up, but man, I'm cold. I'm really turning into a wimp now that I live in the South. The Mainer in me would laugh at temperatures like this. I've swam when it was colder, which is insane to think about, but also true. I've broken ice to get in the water. That's shit Mainer kids do for fun, you know? Yeah, we have this like pecking order. Who's the toughest in the cold? And well, you know, as it is with young boys, things can escalate pretty quickly. I remember my friend Ashley Poulin literally swimming underneath a sheet of ice. This was before Wim Hof and all of that stuff. And I didn't know such a thing was possible. Growing up, I'd heard that if your snowmobile breaks through the lake, the next thing that happens is that you're a dead body. So you got to make sure it's frozen over hard. But Ashley must have swam 20-30 feet from one hole in the ice to another. And I was like, yeah, look at that. I was probably only 14 at the time, but I didn't know you could live through something like that. So it was pretty exciting. After that, we all got pretty brave, you know, doing some, we used to do this thing called berging, where we'd take sledgehammers, assorted shovels and whatnot out. So when the ice was melting and water would reveal itself, we'd go out there and ship off bergs and then just push off and ride this fucking sheet of ice. Dangerous, but really fun, really exciting. So, I don't know. Suffice, this cold would be nothing to that kid, but it's quite meaningful to me. I'll tell you that, man. I do not enjoy it. What else? The squats went okay. I'm liking the new foot position. I do feel like I'm gonna have to convert to it, so this is more of like a powerlifter's squat, which honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it, and I hope at some point to work the Astagrass squats back in, you know. But right now, it's just not a good idea for my ankle. at all, you know? And I can do this. I can do this and get away with it. It keeps the shin more vertical. Ooh, look at that bun. Look at those buns. Putting on a show today. But yeah, I have to work this ankle mobility. It isn't even that it's that immobile. It's that it's asymmetrically mobile. And I can't have one side getting gunked up and the other being like loosey goose and expect to lift heavy like that. I just can't, you know? Like on a long enough timeline, I end up crumpled under a bar. I gotta get the garage door. I'm gonna go hide inside. One sec. Sorry, I'm sure that was a little loud. One more time. So yeah, I don't know, man. What are you gonna do? You get old, you start to fall apart, right? Nothing for it. I think I've already said that today. I have little catchphrases I'm constantly repeating. Nothing for it's one of them. After this, I did some Kleinschmidt presses, just a little stretch. Try to get my body to behave, try to get my body to do something like movement, you know? I feel like the Tin Man lately. And I've been stretching, I've been doing yoga, but it just doesn't seem to be moving the needle. And I do wonder if part of that is just me being unwilling to accept that I'm getting older and that some of this stuff isn't going to come back, or it could come back, but the amount of work needed to make it come back is not an amount of work I'm willing to do. I don't know. I'm excited to find out though. And that's a big part of what the theme of 2024 is going to be. Like, what can I put back in? What can I reclaim versus what I can't, you know? And to make an honest assessment of these things. And find some peace with it, you know? Try to enjoy what I'm being offered rather than constantly snarling and snipping for more. Because man, I'm tired of that. Like, it exhausts me and I'm the one doing it. So, you know, that's never a good sign. You know, when you're frustrated and exhausted with yourself and your own behavior, I don't know what happens next, but it can't be good. You know? I don't think that attitude and behavior pattern has ever led anyone to a great revelation or some sort of great success. I just find that improbable to the extreme. Shit though, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That sort of like drive to be fierce and self-critical. All it's ever brought me is pain, you know? And I'm sick of it, man. Like it's really hurting me. It's really chipping away. Like I'm trying to measure up to an imagined standard that I think I need to be hitting with absolutely no evidence to support that. So yeah, 2024, collect the evidence, right? What is possible versus what isn't. I'm excited to do it. Oh, right here, see? So I'm down in this little squat and I'm playing with the leverage, and man, the right ankle is just howling. It's just howling. Part of that's the cold, and I know that, and it's not really a fair test. But man, that's discouraging. You know, like that's pretty mobile for a regular person, but that's nothing for me. And like that's what I'm talking about. Like I'm really mobile, you know, but I'm fucking irritated because I'm not as mobile as I think I should be. What the fuck is that, right? Like, why am I behaving like this? Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'll see you tomorrow.